Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. President William Ruto is planning to part ways with Oparanya. And from this desk where I'm talking, I'm a bit more convinced. Been trying to talk to some people around that Oparanya is coming under siege. And that is why Oparanya has decided to go back to play Kakamega politics. Maybe before the end of the year, Oparanya will not be a cabinet secretary. I want us to delve much into that. I'm just trying to form a premise as to where we are going to develop this video. Kindly subscribe to our channel. And I want to say thank you very much. I called on you so that we can support 4 students. Today, Kawira and David and Tracy and the team, they paid fee for joy in Runyenjes. And that is the photo. That is the joy. That is Kawira. We have Tracy. And then we have Joy the student. And that is the mother. So, welcome, Saidia. And I'm so touched. That student, that girl is very bright. And I can always tell you people that some of these things we do, I was just talking to those who are there. We cannot say everything on camera, but we have really done something very big for that girl. Now, this foundation will make sure we msichana amemaliza form 4. And I can tell you, when we come back here with her results, you guys will be amazed. And apart from that, we also paid fee for the boy, this gentleman, who is in KMTC here in Nairobi. And that photo was taken there. That is David and Kawira with the boy. So we're remaining with the 2 who are in Kisumu and Sigalagala. So we will bring that report on Friday because our team is supposed to attend. Remember when I told you that there is a burial for Steve, the boy we were helping Minyali Pass. Steve, this is Steve. I think you guys need to. This is Steve. I think if I share this photo, most people will remember. Yule tulimsaidia alikuwa na shida ya paralyzed and yule alikuwa na stroke. Steve passed on last week and the burial is this Saturday. So on our way to that burial in Alego, we will go and sort out the other 2 students in Kisumu and Sigalagala Polytechnic. So we'll come back with that report here. And as also want to say thank you very much for coming and responding to this call. For those who will be willing to support our team to move to attend that burial and also just give something, a token, a family token, we'll highly appreciate. You have my numbers and you can reach out if you feel touched about that. And I want to say thank you very much. We have really done. That was our project for the month of September. I called it Educate a Child, and we've supported those students immensely. And may God really bless you for coming through for these students. Let me start here. Kakamega County, there were county elections. County elections were called, and there were 2 candidates for ODM party county chairman. Mostly party chairmen are normally the host governors, but it's not like it's automatic. Even in Migori, even in Homa Bay, Kaluma was arguing with Wanga that Wanga cannot be a governor, the deputy ODM party chairperson, and still a county chairperson. And that's why Kaluma wanted to be the county chairperson. Now, in Kakamega, Fernandez Baraza was facing Nabwera. On the election day, cards were played. No election was done in a very shambolic manner, allegedly according to them. And from there, Fernandez Baraza was declared as the county chairperson. Now, Baraza is seeking his second term through ODM party. Oparanya, who was the deputy party leader, was supporting Nabwera. And Oparanya is supporting Elsie Muhanda, the current Kakamega women rep, for the ODM party ticket for governor in 2027. Now, by the virtue of Fernandez Baraza being given the ODM ticket to be the county chairperson, he stands a better chance to be the governor. And that does not go well with the Oparanya, who feels that the party did a shambolic election in Kakamega. Okay? Now from this, and you can see their reaction, the governor, Fernandez Baraza, accused Oparanya of meddling with Kakamega or other county politics while he's actually a cabinet secretary.
Nataka kuambia with all the due respect, wale wabunge ambao wanapotoshwa na CS ambaye hajaridhika na kazi ambayo alipewa. Wewe umepewa kazi, umefanywa heshima na hii Broadwest, umepewa kazi kama waziri ili uunganishe wana Kakamega wote na wana Western wote. Lakini kwa sababu udharidhika na hiyo kazi, anatuma wabunge, anawaambia rais, mimi nilikuwa nataka kuwa waziri wa fedha. Sasa wewe umefanyiwa heshima, umepewa uwaziri ili uweze kuunganisha wana Kakamega wote. Saizi anatumia wabunge ili kuvuruga chama cha ODM. Mimi nataka kuambia rais, you must call your CS Oparanya to order. Kwa sababu sisi hapa Kakamega, sisi tuko kwa ground my friend. Wewe uweze kuja na ndege, alafu nakuja kupepea hapa na ndege, kuja ku attend homecoming ya jamaa ambaye kupigiwa kura. Ni sarakasi. So mimi nataka kuambia waziri, with all the due respect, you must avoid embarrassment. Unajidunisha mwenyewe. Tunajua wewe unatumia wabunge to achieve your personal interests. Na mimi nataka kuambia Raila Amolo Odinga ambaye ni kinara wetu na William Samuel Ruto, you must call your minister to order. Yeye amesahau kazi ya waziri, anafikia kazi yake ni kuja hapa kila siku na goroka wana Kakamega. Tumechoka na huyo jamaa, si ndio? Mimi nataka kuambia rais, hii mzigo ambayo tuletea hapa Kakamega, chukua urudisha Nairobi. Hakuna haja ya kupewa kiti ya kuunganisha wana Kakamega na jamaa anatumia hiyo kiti kuja kuvuruga wana Kakamega.
And that is why he called for Oparanya. He actually called for President Ruto to sack Oparanya from a cabinet secretary slot, because according to him, the MPs from Western Kenya believes, and this report is always there, that initial idea was for Oparanya to be the Treasury Cabinet Secretary and Mbadi to be given another slot.
Kwa sababu hii miaka yote tulikuwa sisi wenyewe tunakaa pamoja, tunaamua ni nani atakuwa chairman na nani atakuwa vice chairman na nani atakuwa secretary, hivyo. Kwa hivyo nataka niwaambie wale watu wa ODM wale wako Nairobi, wanataka wagawanye sisi, watu wa Kakamega wanataka nini? Lakini nina furaha nyinyi mmesimama na nabii na bwera, mtu wa nguvu. Kwa sababu lengo la chama chochote ni kuchukua serikali, na uwezi kuchukua serikali kama huna nguvu.
Na hii kikao tunakaa, sisi tuko ndani ya ODM. Sisi hatuendi kwa chama ingine, na tunaambia baba ya kwamba Don't worry with us. We are just your children. Is this called sibling rivalry? We are just fighting in the kitchen, baba. Tunapigana tu tuingie kwa meza yako. So ukishika mmoja na utuzamishe, tutaona wewe ni baba ya upendeleo.
Tuambie wale watu wa kule Nairobi. Ukidharau Oparanya, umedharau Kakamega. Ukimdunisha Oparanya, umedunisha Kakamega. Na sisi tuko tayari kama wajumbe. Ukiguza yeye tunakuguza. Ukitusi yeye tunakutusi.
Iko na wengine, sisi ndio wenye chama. Na chama iko hapa. Tunaambia mheshimiwa Wycliffe Oparanya, nyuma iko sawa, mbele kilo tatuambia, si tutamulika tochi. Macho ni yako, mkono ni wako, amri ni yako.
Tuko na wabunge zaidi ya 8 nao ni patrons. Itakuwaje mtu na wabunge wawili watatu aseme amepata kura ya Kakamega? Itakuwaje?
Wanachama wa ODM kumwambia ya kwamba next week sisi tunaondoka, tunaenda headquarters Chungwa House kuchukua certificate yetu turudi nayo.
His Excellency Fernandez Barasa aliweza kuwabwaka watu wengine ambao walikuwa. Jambo ambalo tunaomba tu ni moja. Tunaomba tukue na unity, tunaomba tushirikiane kwa sababu ndio chama kimove hatua fulani. Lazima tukue na ushirikiano. Sisi tunajua penye tunakaa ni sarakasi ambazo zinafanywa. Tunajua ni watu ambao wanafikiria kwenda kwa vyama zingine. Hiyo ndio kitu mimi najua. Wanatafuta ni sarakasi, wanatafuta kwenda kwa vyama zingine. Ni watu ambao hawawezi kuamini kwamba kuna mtu anaweza kuwaongoza. Hiyo ndio shida. Hiyo ni sarakasi. Kwa sababu chama kwanza, kama vile mimi nafikiria, nikisoma constitution ya chama ndakana wachukulie hatua. Ndakana chama wachukulie hatua kwa sababu wanataka kuseparate watu na hiyo sio homecoming, ni sherehe.
Kwa majina naitwa Care Ernest. Mimi ndio nimechaguliwa kama youth leader Kakamega County. Unaweza fanya homecoming bila mayouth wa chama? Sisi tunataka tu kupitisha ujumbe kwa ule mwenye ana fund wale watu wa homecoming wanajiita the G8. Tunajua you are on the way going to Ford Kenya. Tafadhali mtoke kwa chama muende Ford Kenya. Oparanya, kama wewe ndio una fund wale watu, waendelee kufund wale watu, muende nao wapi? Ford Kenya. Hatutaki mwanze kutusumbua hapa.
So that's why they were asking William Ruto to sack Oparanya as a cabinet secretary. So today this story developed and something happened here. Court nullified the office of Director of Public Prosecution's decision. The ODPP had withdrawn corruption file on the abuse of office charges against Oparanya. ODPP had withdrew that file. Today, court nullified it, saying it is irregular, and now Oparanya is facing fresh charges. I may not speak about the merit of the case against the corruption charge against Oparanya. But one thing I understand is that the context, the timing of that file, of that decision, coincides well with the political infiltration complaints that are coming from Kakamega. Now, Oparanya is taking ODM head-on. Oparanya is taking ODM head-on. So two things are involved. If Oparanya is dividing the party and is now being accused of dividing the party, and you can see he has majority of MPs. He has 2 MPs out of, I don't know how many, he has 8 MPs from Kakamega supporting him. Mostly elected through ODM. 8 MPs standing with Oparanya to support LC Muhanda. Raila, on the other end, is actually supporting Fernandez Barasa. I may want to ask at this point, on whose interest is Oparanya working? Do you think Oparanya wants LC Muhanda to be governor so much Alice Muhanda to be governor so much that, according to him, probably he needs to squint out to confront Raila on this matter. Or is Oparanya a state agent? Now, the narrative has been that William Ruto is using Oparanya to scuttle ODM in Kakamega. But the turn of the case that is being revived throws that into spanner. Oparanya is facing a lot of troubles because, remember, Mudavadi and Wetangula see him as the Western threat. And at this point, ODM is making calls, and there is a big fallout between Oparanya and Raila Odinga. Between Oparanya and Raila Odinga. So what is at stake? Someone is even saying, I saw one of the tabloids here writing that, you know, he's been isolated and has not been so strongly working even at the cabinet level, and that's why he's not really so much available for the president's function, and has been skipping a couple of a few. If Ruto is to fire Oparanya for meddling with county politics in Kakamega, then I also saw Joho doing some ODM campaigns in the coast. I saw UDA already endorsing a candidate in Garissa, saying they are going to give that candidate a direct ticket while elections are still months away. So this is the context. I want to believe, I also know very well that it's also in the interest of Oparanya for him to have a friendly governor to him. And you saw Savula attacking Oparanya on this issue of Elsie Muhanda. I think this is it. If Raila Odinga is not careful on the ODM party, especially the nominations that are there, then that will continue, the popularity of the party will continue to go down. So long as ODM will still going to have this deal making here and there, the party is going to crumble. But here is the reason also, two reasons why President Ruto is mooting a move to kick out Oparanya from that cabinet. Oparanya at broad-based, before they were brought, you can see the reason why these slots were given to Oparanya, Joho, Badi, and those is these are the people that were to succeed Raila Odinga. These were the people that were to succeed Odinga. And maybe understands that Oparanya is talking with the opposition camp. For any reasons. Time is still there. And Oparanya is a top acquisition for that opposition team. And without blinking, he can actually knock them out. Actually knock them out. The second objective of a plan probably to kick him out is to realign. Probably he's failed to represent the Luhya bid there. In the next reshuffle, because of his discontent, the president might feel like he's not feeling his political presence. Because remember, he was actually brought there for politics. He was brought there for politics. And the politics of UDA, and maybe has failed to align. I understand there was a bid to make sure that they campaign for the UDA candidate in Malava, and they have not been responding. So the quagmire in Kakamega is very interesting. But let's look at it deeply, understand that it is more than what meets the eye. Thank you.